Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me for the live stream. Trader Tom here, and I am your host with the most. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm with you for the next 40 minutes or so, and it's your opportunity to ask me as many questions as you like about trading. So that's one thing we'll do. Yeah, you can ask me as many questions as you like. I'm also going to show you, I'm in a couple of trades today that, yeah, I'll explain the trades that I'm in as well. And also, guys, there is news coming out. So let me show you this quickly so that someone in the chat can remind me, because when I start jibber jabbering, I don't stop. So yeah, we've got this coming out at half past the hour. We've got durable goods and we've got core retail sales coming out of Canada. All right, so yeah, please let me know when this comes out, because I'm actually in a Euro Canadian dollar trade. Alarm off that. So we'll take a look at that alarm in a second. But so somebody please remind me about the news, and let's take a look at the trades that I am in. Before I do, let's quickly say hello to everyone. So Mike, how are you? Arthur, this is my first live session. Well, welcome Arthur to your first live session. Also see you're a YouTube, Simply Forex YouTube member. So thank you for showing your support. KJ, good morning. Father Sunglasses in the house. Hasib, yo, 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 people, how are we? So I am in two trades today. Don't faint. I know it's normally one trade, but I am in two trades today. Let's quickly look at Euro Canadian dollar, because this is very close to my stop loss, right? So why did I enter this? So I was looking to enter Euro Canadian dollar sells, okay, as per my daily analysis vid. And what I have done, guys, is enter accordingly, right? So I saw a H1 breakdown of this level. Yeah, we were below the moving average 20. Okay, we had a nice bearish candle. All right, we've got a little bit of a retrace, and I entered here. I started selling here with a view to take some profit at this level and leave some profit to run. Okay, I'm going to check if I've actually been hit into my hedge, and my hedge is at 1635. So yeah, I'm going to check my hedge very shortly. So this is the situation we're in. Yeah, let me just check that, guys. 1 second. Bear with me, talk amongst yourselves. Okay, not quite yet. All right, so I'm dangerously close to hitting my hedge, guys. All right. So with that in mind, I'm still in this trade, but it's looking likely that it is going to take out my hedge here. Yeah. So this is looking like an unsuccessful trade, but the reasons, and I say unsuccessful trade because the reasons for taking the trade were good, right? You know, daily was in a downtrend. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at the reasons. So this is something important to understand, right? There is bad trading, right? There is. Yeah. You don't follow your rules. You don't follow your strategy. You break money management. You know, there's bad trading, right? Then there is unsuccessful trading, and they are different. Okay. So let me explain. So you can see Euro Canadian dollar is in a downtrend. Okay, we're getting lower highs, lower lows, right? We had a bearish candle, you know, and a bit of a top wick here, and we still had room to move into back down to these last lows here, right? So the trade on the daily made sense. Even if we look at the H4 now as well, right? We were in a H4 downtrend. And this is where we were at. Okay. So is this a higher low? Okay, arguably. But really we're in a H4 downtrend, and we're below the moving average 20. Okay. And we saw this super bearish candle, right? If you compare it to the last 1, 2, 3 candles, that's very bearish. So again, tick, right? And then if we drop down to the H1, okay, my hedge will be hit now, all right? And then if we move down to the H1, yeah, we had a breakdown in H1 structure with this candle below the moving average 20, right? So there was lots of reasons, as per my strategy, to take this trade. It just so happens it didn't work out, right? And I will find myself in a hedge now. Those of you who have been watching the channel for a while will know that I hedge. If you use a stop loss, you are out of this trade, okay? Now, if I see a big wick, right, let's say the next candle does this, right, and closes back in to this level here, right? Just imagine, hypothetically speaking. Now, I was hedged at 35, right? And this is a buy order. If this happens, I will close this buy order and place a new buy order above here. All right. And then my trade is still valid because we are still with H1 structure if this happens. All right. So this is how I'll trade it. This is, and we'll keep an eye on this, guys. All right. So, yeah, there's my Euro Canadian dollar trade, just literally got hedged. And the other one is pound New Zealand dollar. And again, it's been a bit of a funny day, guys. I don't know if I've traded this well or badly. But again, the reasons to take the trade are good. And I actually entered here. So I was looking to buy this pair. And again, if we look at the H1 chart, right, once we get here, we see this big bullish candle. We see this wick, this green candle. I actually started entering in here. All right. And I put my stop below here with a view to taking my target up to here, price up to here. Now, I actually hedged sooner. As soon as I saw this candle break these lows, I started hedging here, thinking I am being smart. And I'm not, and I say that tongue in cheek. I'm reading the charts is what I'm doing. And we have had a breakdown of H1 structure, right? And it looks like it's coming down, okay? So that's why I started hedging here, only for the next 2 candles to come up, you know, and if you consider this here a high, we've had a nice bullish candle break above that high and the moving average 20. So I actually closed this sell hedge for a slight loss. Now, time will tell if this was a good idea and if I'm reading this chart correctly, and my target is still up here. So we shall see. And I've moved my sell order here. Okay. So we'll see, guys. But they're the 2 trades I'm in: Euro CAD sell and pound New Zealand buy. Yeah, and still in them. So we'll see how they play out. All right, guys. So yeah, that's the trades I am in. Enough about me. Let's take a few of your questions now. So let's see who else we've got in the house. Let's bring up the live chat again. All right, lots of people. Okay, I can hear my own voice. That's not what I want to hear. Right, guys, who else we got in? Scouts, hi Scouts, Hasib. I missed the Euro CAD trade, waiting for a retrace on CAD Yen. Well, Hasib, you know, this Euro CAD, let's see what happens. Okay, I may well get out of this hedge very shortly. Yeah, we'll see, guys. Yeah, so this is having a real reaction at these last highs. Okay, you know, in hindsight, maybe my hedge was a little bit tight. We shall see. And we've got Canadian dollar news coming out as well. So yeah, if we get a nice bearish candle here on Euro Canadian dollar, this is still a very nice trade opportunity. Okay, so we shall see. Right, what else are we looking at? Rich Paul, what's up? Father Sunglasses, I entered pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, on the back of the bullish H1 candle. Good. Yeah, good entry, Father Sunglasses. Godwin, how are you? Aya, hi. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. EuroCAD rejected the 20 EMA even on the H4. Yeah, it looks like a good setup, and it still might be. KJ hedging is awesome. Yeah, you know, I think so, but you know, it's not a magic wand, guys, right? You know, it can get you into trouble if you don't know how to use it correctly. Castor Troy, love the name. Castor Troy, you sound like a cool baddie in a Bond film or something. Afternoon, Brett, how are you, mate? Okay, how do you manage a trade that you entered when it's uptrend and started ranging? Okay, we'll look at that. Rich Paul. Who else we've got in? Mike, do you always hedge or sometimes sell? Gold is my bet. Okay, so right, lots of questions here, guys. Let's do them one at a time. First of all right, we've covered euro, Canadian dollar. So Rich Paul is asking, how do you manage a trade that you entered when it's an uptrend and starts ranging? Okay, well, so how I manage any trade, really, all right? So let's take, where was such? Yeah, so euro pound's a good example, right? Sorry, guys, let me remove this. This was from a thing I was doing earlier. Now, let's say I trade the day chart. Okay, this is euro pound because I had to think of a pair that had a range and an uptrend before. So again, it doesn't matter what time frame this is on, okay? But if this was in an uptrend, right? And let's say I started entering here, right, for buys because we're in an uptrend, and my stop always goes below the last lows, right? So this is what I'm seeing, right? Now, this eventually becomes a hedge. But as long as this level here doesn't break, yeah, then the range and your stop loss down here is still intact. Okay, maybe this one may have taken it out, but the idea is, you know, as long as it doesn't break these lows, yeah, and these lows hold, which they do, holds, then your trade is still intact. But, you know, as you know, guys, if I am in a buy trade here, yeah, started buying here, I'm going to take some profit here anyway. Yeah, I just am. I'll take some profit here, and then I'll move my stop loss once we get a higher low. All right, so let's say I took some profit here, closed 80%, yeah, and then it come down and just nipped my 20%. Okay. Now, let's imagine another scenario, okay, where we're in an uptrend, price come back down. Yeah, this could be any time frame, guys. I start buying here, right, and this is my stop loss, this is my take profit. Okay, price comes up, hits my take profit, I close 80%, okay, price comes back down, it doesn't quite hit my stop loss, and then we start seeing this. So all I'm going to do is move my stop loss from down here to here. Yeah, if we get another reaction here, I'll move my stop loss from here to here. So everything I do, how I manage a trade, how I enter a trade, how I place a stop loss, how I place a take profit, how I enter the trade, absolutely everything I do is based around those four things that I just deleted. Right? It's based around trend and structure. It's based around support and resistance. It's based around candlesticks, and it's based around this value, this concept of value. And I do a top-down approach. So everything is based on that. There is nothing else apart from the moving average 20. Right? There is no hidden indicator or some magic source. It's just purely reading the chart, and that dictates everything I do in the markets. All right. So there you go, Rich Paul. I hope that answers your question. Right. What else are we looking at here? So Mike's asking, do you always hedge? And there's only one time I don't hedge, right? So let's have a quick look at hedging, right? Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Let me have some of my neat vodka. Guys, while I do this, if you enjoy my analysis, then please subscribe to the channel and also smash the like button. So if you could do that while I have a quick drink, that would be bloody marvelous. Right, so I always hedge, always, right? Always. Now, let's say this happens, right? Remember, I started selling in here because we had a break of the H1. So I've started selling here, and it's just taken my buy order. So I'm in a buy and a sell, okay? Now, you can use, so this is also the beauty of hedging. If you don't like what the trade's doing, right? Let's say I want to look for sells. It comes up, hits my buy trade. I'm in a buy and a sell of equal value, right? And then price does this. Okay. Then my sell trade is null and void. Yeah. It no longer makes sense, right? And if you really want to, right, you can just close the trade. You can close your buy and your sell, right? And that will pretty much act as a normal stop loss, right? That will be a normal stop loss. You will incur one more piece of commission because you've opened up a buy order. And that is important if you start trading bigger numbers, guys, bigger lot size. So you can just use it as a normal stop loss. Now, otherwise, the other idea is where I don't use a hedge is if this happens, right? So let's say, yeah, again, I was selling from in here. I'm in this buy from up here, right? And then let's say I like this candle. Okay, so say this candle has finished. I close this buy trade and put a new buy order up here to protect myself, right? And then price starts doing this. It comes down, right? Hits target. Let's say it hits all the way down here. Okay. At that point, this sell, I will close 80%. And this is the only time I don't use a hedge. And from this point, I will trail a normal stop loss above the swing highs. And this will be for the remaining 20%. This is the only time I use a normal stop loss. All right, guys. So yeah, that's how I hedge, and that's the only time I use a normal stop loss for trailing my stop. Right, what else have we got? Michael, good day. Castor, gold has been my best friend the last 2 days. Okay, well, I assume you've been selling gold then, Castor. And gold, you are gold. Always believe in your... Sorry, I have to sing that song every time we hear gold. Issam, afternoon. Gold is about to go off again. Yeah, so you sort of run off. Yeah, okay. So Father Sunglasses also makes a point here, right? I don't understand when you take 80%. Doesn't that mean the trader is no longer 1:1 and it's 1:0.8? Yes, that is correct, right? Let's have a look at the pound New Zealand trade, right? Let's say I enter here. Well, not let's say I entered here, right? My stop was down here, right? And this was my target, okay? Now, let's say price comes up to here, right? And I close 80%. Okay, at that point, that is 1:0.8. Yeah, you are 100% correct, Father Sunglasses, right? But the idea behind this is if price starts trending strongly, right? Okay, now this 0.8 could easily, with the 20% remaining, if price carries on and on and on, it could quite easily become, 1.2%, 1.3%, 2% sometimes. Yeah, if we got something like this, Yeah, we took profit here at 80%, and then price on the H1 just did this and hit this target. That's the reason I leave some profit to run. I'll just move my stop loss from here, and I'll keep moving it and trail the stop for the remaining 20%. Yeah, and this 80% was, as you rightly said, was 1 to 0.8. Okay, but this 0.2%, this could make this trade, you know, like 2%, 2.5%. So yeah, there's anything you do in trading, guys, there are pros and cons. Yeah, anything. Literally anything. So excuse me, guys. So this is what's worked for me over the years, and how it developed was because I know myself, and this is very important in trading. You really must know yourself, right? And one of the things I found difficult was to let 100% of the trade run, right? I struggled. If I entered here, I would struggle to let 100% of the trade run up to here, for example, right? And I just couldn't do it. Right? Not that I could. It just the trading was uncomfortable for me. Now, if I take 80% here, I'm happy to let 20% run, and it's carefree, it's carefree trading, to be, for the want of a better word. So that's the reason it came about. Yeah, I like to secure profit and let some profit run. Another reason I secure profit is because the market can do this, right? Let's say you're nicely in profit, you've entered in here, a buy trade, you're nicely in profit, okay? But your target's up here and your stop's below here. Then the market does that. You'll be like, I wish I took some profit. Yeah, and you know, that's another reason why I close 80% and let profit run. All right, so there you go, Father Sunglasses. I hope that clears that up. Right, what else are we looking at? Aussie dollars, okay. Castor Troy, I'd love to meet Trader Nick and yourself one day. I owe the both of you one hell of a drink. Your info has been valuable. Castor Troy, thank you very much, and I will take you up on that drink whenever I meet you next. Euro pound for buys. Okay, so let's take a look at euro. I've got so many questions in today, guys. Okay, right, let's have a look at euro pound for scalps, one of the VIP crew. Now, I understand, right, euro pound is getting to a very nice level. Yeah, so euro pound, if we look at the weekly chart, yeah, we're in an uptrend, right? You can see this if we just follow structure on the weekly, bit of a range, and then bang, right? We are in an uptrend. We are getting higher lows, higher highs. Okay, we're above the moving average 20. All right, clearly an uptrend. And ignore this candle because it simply hasn't formed yet. This is the weekly candle. There's no information to take from that. If we go to the day chart, you know, even if we get today, right, today, even if it comes down here, I still can't trade in this area. We know it's a really nice buying zone. Yeah, you don't have to be Warren Buffett to see that as a nice level for buying. Yeah, back up to here. And it is, right? I'm not saying it's not, it totally is. But I am not going to buy a daily candle like that. I'm just not, right? Maybe, so there's no trade today is what I'm saying. Maybe tomorrow, maybe today, the rest of the day, we get a massive wick like this, yeah, and we end up with a candle that looks like this. Then I am interested in buying this pair, but it will be a trade for tomorrow, right? Once today's candle has finished. Then I'm happy to trade this back up to these highs. All right, but today it's just a massive no-no because of that candle. All right, so yeah, but very interested in this level, like you said, Scouts, interested in this level, but maybe a trade for tomorrow or even the next day. Because as you can imagine, without even looking at the lower time frames, H4 and H1 will be in a downtrend. I mean, H4 isn't clear, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm going to say downtrend, and H1 definitely a downtrend, right? As soon as you broke this level in here, yeah, it's been in a downtrend. All right, so yeah, let's see how price reacts down in here first. So that's euro pound. Hope that helps, Scouts. Heath, afternoon, Tom. Sorry I'm late. Heath, there will be detention. If no, I'm joking. Oh dear, I've got to make myself laugh, Heath, now and again, you know. Brett said, what, there is no holy grail buy or sell indicator? No, unfortunately, Brett, I know there's many YouTubers out there that will tell you they have 100% win rate if you use this indicator, but I think they might be telling a few porkies. Right, let's have a look at gold, because gold was an interesting one. We've got a few people looking at gold. Let's take a look. Right, with gold, just before anything, we just started on the H1 chart, but I just have to put this level in. If I see a level like that, I have to put it in. Right, there is a level through there. But let's start with the weekly chart. Now, gold, just this week, right? And, you know, this wick hasn't formed, right? But there's potentially a bit of a sell-off in gold. The overall time frame is to buy, right? 100% to buy and keep going on, especially if, you know, the shit keeps hitting the fan. You know, if we get more geopolitical problems, if we get falls in the indices, gold will gather strength. Yeah, it's a flight to safety currency, right? So, you know, in the short to mid-term, you know, we're still expecting buys on gold on the weekly chart, but this is suggesting we could have a retrace, a pullback first. If we drop to the day chart, it's all about this level. Yeah, we spoke about this level yesterday. And funnily enough, I said, what would we do if we saw a candle that wicked up and closed into that area? Now, potentially, this is more of a buying opportunity than it is a selling opportunity, the day chart, because the day chart is still holding on to these last lows in here, right? And we're still in an uptrend, and we've had a reasonably bullish candle at the moving average 20, right? So if anything, I would buy gold, but because of that weekly chart and this huge weekly candle here, and it's so overbought, I'm just not interested in buying gold at the moment. And also, just look at that candle. Yeah, look at these candles starting to creep in. Look at this candle. Look at this candle. You know, there are some serious sellers up here. Can we push it up one more time into that level? Maybe, but I don't want to push my luck, guys. Yeah. So I'm going to see what happens with gold. You know, I don't want to buy it and I don't want to sell it at the moment. If we get a break at this level, something like this, then I think we've got a potential, you know, pullback on the, you know, on the weekly chart and a daily structure change to the downside. So we'll see. Still not convinced one way or the other with gold, and especially when it's so susceptible to the geopolitical news, you know, so we shall see. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, what else? So can you please analyze pound Canadian dollar? I am currently in a sell. Okay, very simple name. I like it. This is for you. Let's have a look at pound Canadian dollar. Before I start pound Canadian dollar, guys, if I could ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my analysis and the live stream, and smash that like button. And also, guys, if you haven't already, come join our trading community, right? It is free. Okay, we've got like-minded traders sharing knowledge, experiences, ideas, trades. So come join the free Discord channel. Okay, you just create a username and we let you in. It is not Fort Knox. Secondly, guys, right now we are giving you access to the VIP Trading Academy for free if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers. And our preferred brokers, we've got ones for, you know, clients all over the world, including American clients, you know, European, UK, Asian clients, right? So if you sign up with one of them, we will give you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. And this is where I give you all of my trade signals. I give you all of my tutorials of all the things I've learned over the years. And you get direct access to me as well, guys. All right. So if you're interested in that, check out the promotion right now. The editor will kindly leave a link. Also, guys, if you would just like to show your support and love for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's lots of perks for doing so. So check it all out. Right, pound Canadian dollar. You are selling. I was thinking about selling until I saw this candle. Right, because, you know, if we just follow structure, we are clearly in a downtrend, right? Yeah, as soon as we broke this low, we stopped making higher highs. Yeah, this is a big red flag, guys. If you're in an uptrend and you stop making higher highs, plus a big, right, let me get this out of the way. If you're in an uptrend and you stop making higher highs and you get a very bearish candle, chances are this level will break. Sure enough, it breaks and we've been in a downtrend. And from here, we were trying to sell pound Canadian dollar, even here, but we didn't get a setup. Now, if you look at the weekly chart, this is the problem with pound for me at pound Canadian dollar at the moment. You can clearly see there was an important level of support here. And look how price is reacting at that level. So I am not keen to keep selling into that level because we're getting this reaction, right? And you can see it on the day chart. That reaction is this very large green candle. All right, so not interested at the moment, really not interested today. Perhaps if price comes back up to here and we end up getting a big, you know, bearish candle, something like this, then okay, we could potentially look to trade back down into this level. But right now, I'm not interested in pound Canadian dollar sales because of this. And please bear in mind, guys, I am an intraday trader. I am looking at trades I can take today, right? Not tomorrow, not the next day, today. And pound Canadian dollar isn't one of them for that reason, okay? But, you know, to give you confidence in your trade, you are in a downtrend. Yeah, so we got some levels price could react at, you know, and the next bearish candle I would consider trading from. So I hope that helps you. Right, what else are we looking at? Yeah, Hasib. Everyone wishes there was a, you know, a magical indicator, but people tried them and all wasted thousands of dollars and they were all crap. You said that, Hasib, not me. Okay, what else we're looking at? Okay, FX Hub Bulgaria. Hey, Tom, one of your first 100 subscribers here. I haven't watched you in ages. I'm glad the channel is growing like crazy. Good job. Keep it up, brother. FX Hub Bulgaria, thank you very much for your kind words. And yeah, one of my first 100 subscribers. We are, you know, that was a couple of years ago now. Where does the time go? Right, what else are we looking at, guys? CJ, afternoon, CJ. Heath, can I please study charts for detention? Yes, you can. Okay, sorry, guys. We've got so many. It's brilliant, guys. We've got so many questions in. So it's brilliant, guys. I'm just trying to sift through them all to find some Okay, could you please check the news? This is a very good point. I'm also in Euro Canadian dollar. Okay. Okay, editor, better late than never. We're 6 minutes behind on the news, but let's play Guess the News game. Right, well, that Euro Canadian dollar trade, yeah, we're still in the hedge, but let's see how this candle finishes. But that is clearly the Canadian dollar news was far worse than expected, right? It has to be. I haven't looked at the news. We'll have a look. And then we also had US dollar news. So let's have a look at a US dollar pair, pound US dollar. And we are seeing pound strength. So I would suggest US dollar news was worse than expected. So US dollar news, Canadian dollar news, both worse than expected. Let's see. This is usually where I get egg on my face, but who cares? No, okay. So bit of a mixed bag with the US data. Okay, so one better than expected, one worse than expected. But Canadian dollar, look at that. Yeah, both those retail figures, these were once positive. These are now negative figures. Okay, and that has led to Canadian dollar weakness, right? And you can clearly see it in that Euro Canadian dollar trade. So yeah, I'm well and truly hedged in this, guys. It was an unsuccessful trade. We'll have them. Yeah, no problem. We'll have them. Let's see how this hourly candle finishes up. Let's take a quick look at pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, good. This is going great guns. I'm still in this trade. And you can see my target is up here, guys. It's 2099. So yeah, we'll see how that goes as well. What else have we got here? I saw another question in here. Where are we? Okay, Aussie dollar Swiss franc looks like a nice buying opportunity. Okay, let's take a look at Aussie dollar Swiss franc now then, guys. And let's do this one together. Okay, now everyone, let's get involved. We're going to do this trade together. Everyone get involved and leave your comment. Now, Aussie dollar Swiss franc on the weekly chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? These are your only three options. What would you do? Leave your comment in the live chat now. Let's analyze this together. So guys, don't be shy, play along. It's good for your analysis. There's no such thing as a wrong answer. Let's analyze this one together. So Heath would stay out. Hasib would buy. Brett would buy. Mike would stay out. KJ would buy. Travis would stay out. Father Sunglasses stay out. Journey Forex buy. Rich Paul buy. Skelt potentially sell. Okay, so stay out or buy is really the main answers. But if you look at the weekly chart, right, now we are clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, we clearly are in an uptrend. Okay, and this is where we're at, right? So structurally, we're in an uptrend. Okay. From a candle point of view, that's a nice candle, right? As it's telling you is a massive rejection. Buyers are storming the market, and those buyers have just carried on. Look at that. The problem is these wicks from here to here, these wicks, my God, that's the worst square I've ever drawn. But there are sellers sitting in here. And price is already in to these wicks, right? So, I probably this will have more room to move into these wicks, but I just don't want to push my luck. These are absolute selling wicks, which means in here there are sellers. Will it be here, 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 here? We don't know where, but there's sellers. So I do not want to buy into sellers, right? No matter how much I like the trend, the candle, I don't want to buy into this selling area. So for me, the weekly is a stay out for that reason. Okay, but I totally understand buys. Yeah, big bullish candle, probably a bit more room to move into, right? I get it. But for me, stay out. If we drop to the day chart now. Okay, computer stopped. Wonderful. I mean, first of all, before we start the buy, sell, or stay out, I want everyone to tell me, Aussie dollar, Swiss franc day chart, what is the trend? So everyone right now, slightly different question. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc day chart, what is the trend? Is it uptrend, downtrend, or is it ranging? Everyone, please leave your answer. I'm going to have a drink. Okay, so Heath, uptrend, Journey Forex, downtrend, uptrend. Skelts bought this Monday afternoon. I know you did, Skelts. Nice trade. Travis, uptrend. Mike, ranging. Brett, range. Godwin, uptrend. Hard to tell, Father Sunglasses. Hasib, uptrend. Do we count the wick? Only the body of the candle, but the wick has a lot of information. Uptrend, uptrend, range, uptrend. Now, let's pinpoint the highs and lows, not as in the highs and lows of trading Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, but price highs and lows. Okay, so let's just start here. Sorry, my mouse just went off the map. Is that a high? That's the big question, guys, right? Yeah, this is, for me, this is all very clear. From here to here to here to here to here, that's all very clear. And at this point right here, we're in a downtrend because we've broken this low. And I would have been looking for sells. Okay. Then we had Crazy Friday of last week. Yeah, I enjoyed Crazy Friday. All right. And now this is where we're at. Now, we could still, you could argue we're still in this downtrend, right? And we're still looking for shorts, got lower highs, lower lows, right? And we're still looking for sells. Or if you count this as a significant enough break, this level here, then we're in an uptrend. Now, you could argue both, which makes it very subjective, right? So that's a problem for me. I don't want, you know, any subjectivity coming in. I want it very clear, all right? And for those reasons, it's not very clear. Okay, we'll take a quick look at New Zealand US dollar as well. Actually, we've run out of time. I'm interested in selling New Zealand dollar, US dollar, and it's just broken a really nice H1 level, or currently breaking. So yeah, it's difficult to determine, guys. All right, so I'll be interested to see if this daily candle finishes like this and closes back into this gray zone. If it does that, yeah, then I think it's a selling opportunity, right? If it carries on and we get a nice bullish candle, then this probably has more room to move into back up to these highs. All right, and that's how I would trade Aussie dollar, Swiss franc if I had to. All right, guys, we've run out of time. Please subscribe and like and share and do other things with our video. Guys, thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you.